Yes.
As the head spiritual and everything, they must take their position. Then the other question on how do you settle quarrel between the wife and the in-law or the mother-in-law? That one too takes wisdom, because you need to respect your mother, you need to honor your mother. Although some men will say that, oh, my mother is my mother. I can always have another wife. I cannot have another mother. But remember...
That's a wrong statement too.
Wrong statement. But remember, the Bible says that you will leave your father and your mother and cleave to your wife, and you two will become one. It is not your mother that will live with you forever. Oh. It is not your mother that will bear children for you. It is the wife that will make you happy, that will live with you forever when you are sick, when you need food, and take care of you. So you must recognize the place of your wife in the home. So how do you handle it? Just appease your mom and appease your wife too, and find a meeting point between the two of them.
Exactly.
To resolve whatever the issue is, so that they can make peace. And I will also want to admonish the wife now. You don't need to be fighting your mother-in-law for anything at all. All you can do, as the Bible says, is that show her love. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 to 7 says that love is kind, love is not bearing grudges, it will not go, love is not unforgiveness. Show her love. Now, the love we are talking about is not, you know, just mere love of word of mouth. Love we are talking about is that one that is the love of Christ. A decision that you will take, that you will be kind, you will be nice to someone. It is not love by feeling, no. That's not what we are talking about here. It is a love by decision, that I made this decision that I will be nice to this woman. I will give her gifts. I will respect her. I will honor her. I will show her love and kindness. I will call her, Mama, how are you? Are you okay? I bought this wrapper for you. I gave you this, I gave you, you know, I want to give you this. I want to visit you. Those are the things that you will use in winning her over. A wife like that will not have quarrel with her mother-in-law. When you show her love, and I said again, love is not by feeling now. It is a decision that you make. And that is the God kind of love.
An action.
It might be difficult, it might be inconvenient. Just show that love. And when you show that love, Mama too will say, oh, she's not my daughter-in-law. See, she bought me this wrapper. She bought this shoe. She's even the one that calls me more than my own son. She's the one that cares when I'm sick. She's the one that cares about me, sent me medicine and all those things. And Mama will begin to rethink. And then you begin to settle all the differences. So that's all I have to say on that.
I want to quickly add this. It leads me to what I said earlier, that you should take your mother-in-law as your own mother. As a wife, can you just start beating your mother? No. If you cannot fight your mother that gave birth to you, why will you fight your mother, your husband's mother? No matter what she has done. If you take this, you see that you live happily with your husband. She slap you, just the best you can do is, Mama, sit down, I have respect, just don't worry. When your husband come report to your husband, and the man will stand on his feet and say, Mama, don't do that again. Why will you be slapping my wife? Do you think take her as a baby or what? And he will stand on his feet and make that. And of course, when they have already, assuming the physical fight has already ensured before he comes in, before he comes to work, for instance, you should be able to call a spade a spade. Listen to both of them. What happened, my wife mentioned, what happened to my mother? Your mother complained. And then you'll be able to know the truth from them. Blame your mom where you feel she's wrong. And blame your wife where she's also wrong. Maybe she overreacted as well because of what your mom did. And say, this is the first and last. This will happen in my home. I will not take it again from any of you. And when that's standing firmly on your words. So don't die now, my mother, after all, I can get another wife from my mother, and my mother. That's where you also make mistake. You make mistake. I said earlier, mother should also realize that we have lived our life. We shall allow our children to live theirs. So, well, we'll take a break now. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Welcome back. Dealing with fastidious in-laws is what we have been discussing all this while. So please, your departing or parting words rather.
Okay, thank you. My parting words will be that whichever way, maybe you might be going through issues or challenges now with your in-laws, and or you might be some might even be keeping malice with their in-laws or having a difficult time with their in-laws. We have said some things here today that you don't need to. First of all, you as maybe the daughter-in-law or the son-in-law, there is a part that you need to play. Make peace, show them love, forgive, be yourself. And then for the in-laws too, please recognize the fact that a couple has been ordained by God as one. You cannot interfere in the relationship of a couple. You might have good intentions, you might have good advices for them, but if they do not accept it, you can keep it to yourself if it is not acceptable by them, so that you do not go and cause disunity in marriages or cause the husband or the wife even to turn against one another. The Bible says that whatever God has joined together, let no man put asunder. So, in-laws, please take your position behind as the in-laws and not interfere in homes and marriages, so that there can be peace in the marriage of your children. They are now your children. Look at the wife. The wife might be your daughter-in-law. Look at her as your daughter. The husband might be your son-in-law. Look at him as your own son, so that you can have peace and you can all dwell in unity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. A lot has been said concerning this, but I want to warn the young ones coming into marriage now that are already planning. Young ladies are planning. When I get married, I'll so deal with my mother-in-law. I won't give her a chance at all to do every rubbish. Do not have that at your mind before you enter into marriage. At least allow the woman to start misbehaving before you start showing her what you have already rehearsed before marriage. It's not the best. I also watch a Nollywood that talks to what I just mentioned now. The girl was already rehearsing what he's going to do with the mother-in-law. Even when the woman now became very, love her, she was still, really, I don't want to give you a chance. Later she starts saying, I am sorry, I didn't just want to give you a chance to treat me like other women are treating. But herself didn't even give you the opportunity to start, misbehaving or start maltreating her. So we have to be very, very careful. Our parents who have listened a lot, please help your children to make a successful marriage by staying clear from their marriage. Let them discuss. But if they have any issue, they meet you, give them advice without being biased. Whether it's your daughter or your son, call a spade a spade. Give them chance to live. Sister-in-laws, brothers-in-laws, please do not interfere into the marriage of your older brother or older sister, because tomorrow it will also be your turn. Yes. Always think about it. I believe in empathy. I believe in doing to people what you wish them to do to you. If you disturb your brothers and your brother and your wife marriage, remember yours is coming. Yes. That's what you'll be disturbed. How are you going to feel? So let's look at this holistically, and if you do yours, I do mine, the marriage will be at peace. And this divorce in the world will reduce, to drastically reduce. That is my own way of concluding. Having said this, I want to appreciate the production crew for a job well done, and the executive producer. I also want to appreciate our sponsors, TDS High Tech, Micro Investment Support Service Limited, Life Action Plus, Orange Insurance Brokers Limited, Orange Printing Publishing Limited, and others who have been supporting this program to make sure that it's still on air. Finally, I want to appreciate the audience here too, and viewers at home. Thank you for being with us. I want to invite artist Joe Pix to sign out. Keep watching this program, Vivid View. Same time, same station. Vivid View, say and do it. For participating in this program.
Thank you.
These are all from our sponsors.
Thank you.
Orange Insurance, it's also written there. I just mentioned, and this is from me. It's a file.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, all the people they love to listen. Okay, listen. Let's start about to talk about life, huh? Yeah. Everywhere you know, be a day job. My brother, you have to move on. Ibuku is not a joke, oh. My sister, you got to move on. You know, believe and say you can make them. My people, you have to move on. My journey on my road. I believe that is where I move on. Oríire ìkọfẹ́rọ̀ owó orí burúkú ló gbé o. Ó jẹ́ ronú dáadáa, ó jẹ́ ronú dáadáa. You have to think about your life. Ẹni ṣiṣẹ́ ló ń gbòòrò, ẹni ṣaṣẹ́ ló ń jà o. Ọ̀sùnkò lè jẹ níyàn, jìyà kí á máa jẹ́. Ó jẹ́ ronú dáadáa, ó jẹ́ ronú dáadáa. You have to move on any circumstance. You got to move on, my dear brother. You got to sit up. You can get the money by yourself. Oh, má ṣe gbára lé níyàn o. Ọ̀tá ló pọ̀ jù láyé o. If you move on, you can be like master. If you move on, you can be a president. If you move on, you can be like governor.
That's all.
If you move on, you can be like senator.
That's all.
So stop with self-confidence. I pray for mercy, Lord, give. I pray for success, Lord, give. Just like be a day job. My brother, you have to move on. Oh, it's not a joke. Oh. My sister, you have to move on. Believe and say you can make them. My people, you have to move on. My journey on my low. I believe that is where I move on. Oríire ìkọfẹ́rọ̀ owó orí burúkú ló gbèrò. Ọjọ́ ọdún dáadáa. You have to think about your life. My brother, look front, don't look back. Oríire ìkọfẹ́rọ̀ owó orí burúkú ló gbèrò. Ọkùnrin àlàyé jẹ́ you know. Move on kò lè borí wọn. Think twice kò lè jẹ́ níyàn. Don't do yourself, be a sharp guy, so don't do yourself, my sister. Hey, don't do yourself, my sister. Gbàdúrà kàdúrà máa ń gbẹ. Ọ̀sùn kí a máa ṣe jẹ́. Oríire ìkọfẹ́rọ̀ lè fi fún mi o. I pray for blessing, Baba give. I look to you, Baba God. I want to be a millionaire. Yeah. Oríire iná bí a day job.
This is VVV.